Right, tonight we're going to show you how to load lead onto some metals if using it as body filler. This is the cheap method. What we need is some plumber's flux, blowtorch in order to heat it with. You can use a hot air gun. Plumber's solder, I'm going to be using a bit that I've already broken off. First of all, what we need to do is we need to apply flux to the metal that we want to use as the filler on. Cars were filled with lead before plastic body fillers came about. So what we need to do first of all is heat the flux. This chemically cleans the metal. In doing this, we're also heating the metal so we can tin it. We have to tin it, otherwise we can't get the lead to stick properly. This is the hard bit. Once you've got this sorted, actually adding the lead's really easy. The trick is to warm the metal enough to make the lead melt when it touches it, but not melt the lead directly onto it. If you heat it too much, it will just ball up and fall off. So now we've got our surface tinned, we can start applying the lead in order to build up the hole so we can fill this groove. We now heat the lead itself and just break off little bits into the groove itself. You could drip this on if you wanted to, but if you're working on a upright surface, it'll all fall off onto the ground. So what we need to do is just keep doing this until we've got it going. Because we're using plumber's solder, that little flame you see every so often is just the flux burning off. You can use proper lead, but you have to buy it and it's expensive, and you can also get flux that already has the solder in it, so you can get the tinning done a lot easier. If you struggle to sort out the temperature of stuff, then it is the easier way to go. We're doing this on the cheap. Now we've built up an amount of solder in there, we need to keep our wood from sticking. A bit of tallow, just get that so it's a bit slippery. Warm it up till it starts to change, and then you can start to push it around. Now the good advantage of this is you don't have to wait for it to dry. It is, by the time you put your tools down, it is ready to go. You need a bit more lead in there, it's not quite enough. So we're just warming the lead up again so it goes podgy and we can break it off. Heat it too much and it will just drip off. Heat the job up too much and it will just run off far beyond where you want it. It's got a bit more lead on there, so it goes from being matte to glossy. As soon as it goes glossy, that's when it's time to move it. And the good thing about this is you can step back, and if you're not happy with it, you can melt it all off and start again. Also, when we move on to the next bit of the shaping, if you're careful, you can collect all the bits up, melt it all down in a pot, and make up some more sticks. So unlike plastic body filler, you've got something left at the end. Right, that's all nicely filled. So the next step would be to shape it. For that we need a dreadnought. You can use a surf form, but it tends to blunt them off quickly and the file bungs up too much. Because it's lead, you shouldn't machine surface it. Now the only thing I haven't got here is I haven't got anything to clean this off with to get rid of the flux, because that is corrosive. The best way is soapy water. I'm just going to give it a quick wire brush just to clean it up for you so you can see what it looks like. Do remember it is hot still, so you don't want to just get hold of it with your fingers. I'm only doing it in here because it's nice and easy to film it for you. Right, now to shape it, we can this is a straight dreadnought. You can get flexible ones, but you need a frame for them. And that way you can set them to, if you're doing like a car panel, you can set it to the right radius to make it the correct shape and even shape all over. Especially if you're doing inside a curve. So you just keep going like this till you get it fairly close to where you want it. This bit here, if I wanted to, I could fill with some more lead and bring the surface up and file it back. And then you can sand it by hand. It's already cooled enough that I can touch it. So that's basically it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully there'll be more to come.